You're probably asking, why am I doing this? So you'll have an understanding of where you stand. If they want to validate that the Constitution is still a legitimate and in force document, I don't know how they can say that after every bit of legislature that's been enacted since 9/11, but here goes anyway. This is what our country was founded upon, this paperwork, these thoughts, these ideals, these principles. Probably will even end up doing one on the Declaration of Independence. Never know with me, I could go anywhere. I got so many topics I'm trying to cover. As I've stated before, it's a massive onslaught, so you don't even have time to catch your breath, let alone your thoughts, and put them in order and see what's being done to you. So I have that time, and I'm donating it for all of you. Okay. We were left off at the end of Section 5. Section 6. The Senators and representatives to be ascertained by law and paid out of the Treasury of the United States. They shall, in all cases except treason, felony, and breach of the peace, be privileged from arrest during their attendance at the session of their respective houses, and in going to and returning from the same. And for any speech or debate in either house, they shall not be questioned in any other place. No senator or representative shall, during the time for which he was elected, be appointed to any civil office under the authority of the United States, which shall have been created, or the emoluments whereof shall have been increased during such time, and no person holding any office under the United States shall be a member of either house during his continuance in office. Section 7. All bills for raising revenue shall originate in the House of Representatives, but the Senate may propose or concur with amendments as on other bills. Every bill which shall have passed the House of Representatives and the Senate shall, before it become a law, be presented to the President of the United States. If he approves it, he shall sign it, but if not, he shall return it with his objections to that House in which it shall have originated, who shall enter the objections at large on their journal and proceed to reconsider it. If, after such reconsideration, 2/3 of that House shall agree to pass the bill, it shall be sent, together with the objections, to the other House, by which it shall likewise be reconsidered. And if approved by 2/3 of that House, it shall become a law. But in all such cases, the votes of both Houses shall be determined by yeas and nays, and the names of the persons voting for and against the bill shall be entered on the journal of each House respectively. If any bill shall not be returned by the President within 10 days, Sundays excepted, after it shall have been presented to him, the same shall be a law, in like manner as if he had signed it, unless the Congress by their adjournment prevent its return, in which case it shall not be a law. Every order, resolution, or vote to which the concurrence of the Senate and House of Representatives may be necessary, except on a question of adjournment, shall be presented to the President of the United States, and before the same shall take effect, shall be approved by him, or being disapproved by him, shall be repassed by 2/3 of the Senate and the House of Representatives, according to the rules and limitations prescribed in the case of a bill. I'm fixing to go on to Section 8 here, people. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imposts, and excises excises shall be uniform throughout the United States, to borrow money on the credit of the United States, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states, and with the, they say Indian tribes, I prefer to say call us First Nation people. Indian. We don't live in India. We never did. We lived here. All right, let me check my time. Goof. Shouldn't go there. All right. And also to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes. Now, to establish a uniform rule of naturalization and uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcies throughout the United States, to coin money and regulate the value thereof and of foreign coin, and fix the standard of weights and measures. Congress usurped that power to the Federal Reserve in the 1913 Federal Reserve Act. Wham! That's a big one, people. It doesn't say anything in here or any of the other sections of the Constitution that Congress has right to delegate their responsibilities to private individuals, let alone anyone else other than them. That's what they're elected for. That's part of their job. Okay. To provide for the punishment of counterfeiting the securities and current coin of the United States. Well, I got to put my mouth in here again. Well, what about all this debacle that's going on Wall Street and the theft of everybody's money? Ooh, I guess they slipped and that got by him, I guess. To establish post offices and post roads. To promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries. To constitute tribunals inferior to the Supreme Court, to define and punish piracies and felonies committed on the high seas, and offenses against the law of nations. To declare war, grant letters of marque and reprisal, and make rules concerning capture on land and water. Did you hear that? Congress has the authority to declare war, not the president. See, executive orders are illegal. Okay, now I need to check my time again. Okay. And we're going, all right. To raise and support armies, but no appropriations of money to that use shall be for a longer term than 2 years. To provide and maintain a navy. To make rules for the government and regulation of the land and naval forces. To provide for calling forth the militia. To execute the laws of the Union. Suppress insurrections and repel invasions. You know, maybe that's why they don't want us to be conversant and knowledgeable about the Constitution, because the Constitution itself, I'm going to repeat this, to provide for calling forth the militia to execute the laws of the Union. See, militias have to be within the boundaries of the law. No question. All right, to provide for the calling forth of the militia, to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrections, and repel invasions. I wonder, does that... Oh, yeah, here we go. Some more. So, let me check my time. Yeah, I'm almost out. This is part 2, and I will pick up in part 3. I don't know if I can hold down my personal commentary as I find what I'm saying pertinent to the Constitution as it is stated. So please forgive me. I'm not trying to make light of the situation. I think this is very serious. I pledge my life to protect this document, this way of government. So no, I'm not. This is no mockery. This is the real deal.